Well, it's a bit of a different start today. You get this magnificent image from this TikTok thing that I was watching. Anyways, new content is out. New content, yes. RE Red Zone has came back with subsequent Majin Buu Saga enemies, which is very interesting to say the least. Today we will be taking on Vegeta with the aim of completing it with a Goku family team. As to how difficult this Vegeta is, he seems relatively easy to tackle for the first two stages, and then his last stage, the undodgeable final explosion, can provide a bit of trouble if you don't know how to navigate around it. Hopefully we can pull a magnificent win today. But yeah, as you can see, I already had a thing loaded up, so you can't really see the team, but you know, you can see it here. Short little break there. I'm back now. As you can see, the team is more or less just full of Goku family units. You don't really need to worry too much about what Goku family units you bring into here, because most of them will be sufficient. Though you do have to watch out for his last stage, which will pummel you if you don't bring units who have raw tanking and damage reduction. Thank God, just let that be known. Anyways, with new content comes new things for me to talk about. Today I'm not going to talk about Dokkan. Today I'm going to talk about the sadness that I hold in relation to the NBA. Now, recently, as a Chicago Bulls fan, I've realized that the Bulls might not be mid anymore. The Bulls might be terrible, and especially after today when we lost to the Knicks 136 to 96. I had a sudden realization that maybe the rebuild might be harder than what I expected. The Bulls do have 2 first round picks, which is great and all, but look what happened to one of our first round picks last year, Noah S. Eugene. No shade to the guy, but it's been a whole year. He played one singular game in the league and he decided, I guess he's on injuries, kind of like the Ben Simmons incident, where Ben Simmons didn't actually play until his second year in the league, I think it was. Yeah, but the rebuild is gonna have to be real strong on this one. Like, the cast that they have to build around Edie and Buzelas, it's just what it has to be. But apart from that, another thing that I found kind of sad this year is there's no Halliburton. He's one of my favorite players to watch. He's not really there anymore, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. MVP also is another questionable, subject to talk about. Like Nikola Jokic with 28, 13, and 11, I think. Or if you round down, it's still 28, 12, and 10. Which is, is that not impressive enough? I know Shay is over here with a very efficient 30 piece, right? But if you take a look at Nikola Jokic's stats, his offensive rating, sure, he's a maybe average, above average defender. But on offense, his impact is basically he boosts his team by 112 points per 100 possessions, which is the highest in the league, by the way, if you didn't know that. But you know, certain things don't make sense in the NBA. Recently it came out that Shea already has 88 voters that want to vote for him, and it's just okay. Guess Shea's winning the MVP this year. Yeah, to be honest, NBA might have lost a bit of relevancy in terms of MVP. Like, instead of going towards the player who impacts their team the most, it's just who is the best player on the first seed team. In this case, it would be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like, okay, if that's the case, then it shouldn't be called MVP, it should be called Best Player on the Best Team Award. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, as we slowly approach the playoffs, there's not much that can be done, to be honest. Just gotta sit here and watch teams kerfuffle around. Not bad. Yeah, we just gotta sit around and watch teams kerfuffle around. Hopefully, what team do I want to support this year in the playoffs? That's the team, by the way. Probably Detroit or the Nuggets. In the East, I want Detroit to win, and in the West, I want Denver to win. And then I want to see a Pistons vs Nuggets final. But you know, last year my bracket was terrible, and the Nuggets got bombed by Rudy Gobert in a Game 7. How did Rudy Gobert make a fadeaway? But I guess there's the saying, if you shoot 500, you'll make at least one. But props to Rudy Gobert, he brought his team to a conference final with that shot. But they did end up losing against the Thunder. Yeah. Because the Thunder won the championship last year. Yeah, but yeah. We have now progressed back into the tech phase of Vegeta. Wow. This is a terrible thing to see. Okay. It's good enough. Anyways, Dokkan, over the past week, we have been this SSJ3 Goku has sold so many dodges, it's not even funny. Like, I've built him full dodge as well, and he just refuses. Is this the icing on top? Heh, somehow I've made it here. The winning rotation. Oh, I should probably turn on animations, shouldn't I? Anyways, yeah, as you can see, the sun is slowly setting in my eyes. It is because I've been sitting here for the past hour trying to get back up to here. You know, there have been some unfortunate issues with this team that I've realized. Some of them more obvious than others. One of the main issues is the dodge or die aspect of this team. It's very hard to grasp the nature of this team, because sometimes when they dodge, they actually dodge, and sometimes when they don't dodge, they don't dodge, which is... As for this Vegeta, the phase that I'm on, I'm pretty sure he only does the final explosion, because through all the runs that I've been in, he only does the countdown and then he does the final explosion, which a lot of the units can take. Not all of them, because if I remember correctly, it crits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it crits if I'm remembering correctly. But it's also a guaranteed hit, so you're gonna need high damage reduction and the prayers of whoever's out there to hope that you survive the final explosion. So, what do I want to do here? Obviously, we know that he isn't going to final explosion next turn, right? No, he's gonna final explosion next turn, I'm pretty sure. 2, 1. This is what we're gonna do. Now, I haven't watched this Ozaru transformation in a very long time. Like, I always see the Goku one, where he pops out of the thing, where Pan is crying, and she's like, "Oh, come back to me, come back, this ain't who you are, this isn't who you are." And then Goku's like, "Oh yes, this isn't who I am, I gotta transform back for my granddaughter." And then he shifts back into Super Saiyan 4, or shifts into Super Saiyan 4. I'm intrigued to see how much damage Vegeta actually does. So, as you saw just then, it is a guaranteed hit, and off this he does... Does that say 16 million? Okay. I did not know that that number was that high. That's like... That's quite a lot for an AoE. I cannot lie to you. An AoE that does 16 million? And now he starts his countdown again. Alright. So next rotation we're gonna have to somehow survive another one. But we are going to pop this man's active. One of my favorite actives in the game right now, just because of the aspect that Goku and Vegeta are clashing each other. hopefully this does somewhere around 800. No, 949, yes, that's actually very good. Now, obviously on this turn, I can safely shift into Super Saiyan. Orbs are a very big problem. But next rotation, I think Super Saiyan 4 Goku can fix it up. 65 million is not the best outcome here, but yeah, maybe I should have shifted into Vegeta for this turn, but it is what it is. 34 mil from this guy. We're just gonna have to bank on the fact that next rotation we do have Vegeta's 100% damage reduction, the Fizz one, and we have a Goku active to pop and a Vegeta active to pop. So with that in mind, do I think that this is a run that is beatable? In very... oh, he can actually attack? Wait, so that means he's not popping his thing? He's popping it next rotation? Is that what that is? Well, let's not mess around for a second. We'll pop this, obviously, and then we will pop this active. This active will give us a chance of getting better orbs on this rotation. Hopefully we can do enough damage, or the Majin Vegeta doesn't pop 2 countdowns this turn and he only pops 1 countdown. That's another option. But how much does this do? Okay, that's actually pretty good damage. I need lucky orb changing here. Very nice. And this will give us a full heal. It does. And now we shift into this Vegeta. Wait, no. We saved that. We saved it. We saved it because we don't... yeah, because we're not going to take a thing on this rotation, so no EX Super is a bit of a pain for this rotation because we need to be dishing out as much damage as we can. Do we have any actives on the other turn? No, we don't. So this additional super is very good. The only thing I can say is if he doesn't do a second countdown on this turn, we might be good, because if he does a, subsequent second countdown, another countdown, which is 1 on the next rotation, that will allow us to dish out a bit more damage to him. If not, if he does a another countdown on this turn, the run might be lost. I can't lie to you. The run might be over if he does his final countdown on this turn. I'm kind of hoping that he does an attack like he did last rotation on that SSJ4 Goku. Like, maybe it's scripted, right? But I don't know. I haven't actually run into this guy that many times because I've just been riding along the coattails of... Okay, I think we won this. I think we have won. Yes, possibly. What? You don't get up? Hold up. No, we've won, I think. Yes, we won. Alright. That's that. That's Goku family in Majin Vegeta. No items, to say the least. Setup might be a bit scuffed, but you know, I've always loved that 12th key. That 12th key is like what would have happened to Supreme Kai if he didn't step out of Goku's way and let Goku blast him. Anyways, that was the stage 2 of Supreme Magnificent Battle. Yes, team might look a bit cooked, but you know, a win's a win. I'll probably attempt Goku another day with Vegeta's family. Is Vegeta's family any better? Okay. For another day. Remember to stay hydrated. Is that all? I think that's all. Okay. Bye bye.